What's up, guys? We're gonna roll beats. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make a little baby piano type beat. If you do end up enjoying the video, make sure you do hit that sub button and turn post notifications on so you don't miss a video. And let's get right into it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our bass lines and stuff. So this is the piano that I'm using, and I took off all the effects, so it's just dry everything. 140 BPM is like a good sweet spot, so it's pretty much the default. Scale, I think I'm gonna just let's do E minor. I think an E minor is good for like a bass, so it won't be too low or too high. So let's go in here. I'm gonna change the color to blue just so we can separate it, because these melodies can get very complex, so I think it's better to kind of separate the colors. So for our bass line, go on our root, and pretty much what you can do is make a chord upward and then backward. All right, so just make a dyad backward and upward, right? That's the easiest way, because we automatically hit these half steps here, okay, which would give you that like dark sound, and then you can just move them across however you want. Okay. Okay, so we already kind of have that vibe, and I'm gonna just pull these down so we have like some lower tones. Okay, so real quick, what we can do is add some, like, I guess I'll just call them support notes. They're just notes that just kind of hang around. Okay, so what you can do is make a chord right here. All right, and we could delete this middle note, or you can pull it up and you can kind of use it for a melody. But we're gonna take this and pull that up, right? So pulling that E up, let's recolor, and then all we're gonna do is just kind of offset them. And then same thing over here, do the same thing, delete that note, just recolor. Add another note right there. And let's just copy it over. Okay, so that is pretty much the start of our melody. So now we need like some top stuff. All right, so now we're gonna kind of add a little melody, like a repeating melody. So what we can do is take the original. So we have this chord, remember? We could take that G, that middle note, and just pull it up 2 octaves. All right, to kind of separate it. I'm gonna change the color to like a red color. And there's plenty of things you can do here. You could do something like this, right? And it's pretty much gonna repeat. Okay, or you could do like the thirds. Let's see, we'll probably like something like that. Okay, so the thirds grid. All right, we can roll with this just because it's kind of different, and I'll leak them over. Want these last notes to leak over just slightly. And honestly, you can kind of copy that all the way, but I would suggest maybe like every 2 bars at the end, maybe change it up. So do something like that maybe. Okay, so now we're just gonna copy that over all the way through. Let's get this note so Control B, it all the way over. All right, so that is our melody. You can see it's getting a little complex, so now we need like some top stuff here to finish it off. All right, so now it is time for the top melody, and this can be complex if you wanted to, but if you just follow the same rules we've been following, like everything is the same from here. So we take this G, we can make a chord all the way up, and now we have notes to use for this, right? So you could, let's see, probably like do something like that. And I'm gonna just offset this a bit. Just let it kind of ride out, you know. And then we could do something like this. Since we're in the thirds grid already, we can kind of make use of it. All right, you can see how it's coming together, right? And you can kind of choose any patterns that you like, that you think sounds good. I'm gonna just copy this over in the same spots and then just move it up like that, pull that down so it's the same. Now if you keep in mind, I haven't changed the velocity much, okay? So you know, this velocity will make it sound better if you do edit it. So this is just kind of flat, so just keep that in mind. All right, over here, let's make a chord like that. Let's see, let's do something like this. Let's take this note, okay, and just taking ideas from what we already have, okay? I'm trying to make sure I keep talking while I'm making this so I don't, you know, miss anything. All right, make sure that's in a row. Let's do something like this. All right, and then we can copy this whole thing over. And then let's just simplify this part. All right, and now our melody is finished. So now what we can do is kind of make the beat. So we have a flute here that we can go ahead and move to next. All right, so now we have a little flute. Now this isn't needed, it's just extra instruments here. So let's go in here, and we're still in the 1/3 grid, okay? So I'm gonna just listen and where I want it and just do some tricks. So somewhere right here is where I'm hearing it for me. So I'm gonna just kind of use these notes here. Just utilize this grid. I'm gonna just cheat the system a bit. Just use some little tricks. So we take this, make a chord downward like that. Okay, and then what we can do is make sure this looping is still on and just loop it so it just plays the same all the way through. Okay, so that is our flute. So now we're just gonna go ahead and run through these drums. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and do the 808. Now you already know this is pretty simple, so I'm gonna just run through this. I might have to speed it up a bit, I don't know, depending on how long. But we're gonna copy this, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and just throw down some bass. All right, so real quick, I just made a second part and we're just gonna loop it like this. But this is what this sounds like. Since this beat is fairly simple, I just want to do a little extra with the 808. So let's go ahead and move on to our drums. All right, so at this point, we're just pretty much making the outro beat for the video. So I'm gonna turn this down slightly. And I'll just put these drums in because they're just super easy. So what you can do after this is just right click, set, what is it? Set to next bar, and it'll just repeat. Okay, so I'm gonna just keep this simple, just kind of throw in some drums. go ahead and add a little something in there. Guess we can do a little extra since that didn't take too long. Okay, so that is the beat. There are no effects on these instruments, so that is another step that I am leaving out, but this is pretty much the beat. I'll just let you look at the melody. Let's go ahead and play it. Alright, and that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.